off, I just want to ask you guys about how much of the last maybe year plus have you guys been going on to these different festivals? And what has it been like for both of you just to experience the love and the joy that people feel after watching The Queen of My Dreams?
Anna, do you want to go first or shall I?
Sure. Yeah, you go. You go first.
Oh, so yeah, it was from the first screening that we went to at the Toronto International Film Festival. It's just been so amazing. I mean, I think the first time I was really overwhelmed because there was so much emotion that I saw people going through at the end of the screening. Because in the dark, you can't tell. I was hearing like some sniffles and people were crying, they were laughing. But at the end of the film, there was just this kind of unanimous feeling, this collective feeling of oh, I don't know, of this realization that people felt seen. I think so many people said that to me as well, that they felt seen for the first time on screen and how that was making them feel. So yeah, I got lots of hugs and I cried with people and we just kept hugging and it was amazing. Wasn't it, Ayana? Like,
Yeah, no, 100%. I totally agree. I think the community that showed up to the film festival, it was also one of my first times that I'd ever done that or had a screening at a film festival. And so just the sheer amount of people that came to support not only me, but like everybody in the cast and in the crew. And it was just, there was a sense of like community and love. And I just thought it was so amazing.
And I'm way older than you, but what's weird is I'm in my early 50s. And as I get older, I remember how the years when I was maybe 12, 13, 14 in my early teen years are becoming clearer as I get older. It's something that maybe you'll realize when you get older too. But so what I'm saying is this is a very important time in your life. What is it like to be such part of such a special project about family and connecting generations? It must be an amazing experience for you to go through because you are transforming yourself as well. Can you, I guess, in a few words, tell us what that feels like? So,
It feels so amazing. I feel like I was learning with my character as I was filming the movie. And my character is she's going through a confusing time with her family and with her friends around her. And so it was like as I'm playing her and I'm resonating with that because I'm also feeling like that same confusion as I'm like, what's going on with my school? And Fazia also has helped me to grow so much. And being part of this film has just been such an eye-opening experience. And I feel like I have learned like millions of things by just being a part of it.
and on that flip side, Nimra, one never stops learning, no matter how much of how excellent you are in your craft, the breadth of your work. With something like this is special. What is that? What do you learn from something like this when you've already learned so much along in your artistic journey?
oh, Shina, it never feels like I've learned enough. And it never feels like that now when you walk onto a new set, it never feels like you know anything, even though you've had your conversations with the directors. It's just, I mean, met some of the actors, but it's the experience of walking onto the set the first day that this is going to be, you're going to walk away with a new set of friends, it's going to be like family. And I think that this film, especially, we really made believe that we were a family. I mean, all the scenes that we shot, Ayana and I think they brought back somehow. It was like me and my mom together. I could see myself. And I think roughly I was also a child in the 80s when the film is based, because like you, I'm in my early 50s. And so that period is just really evocative of so many things. It was like growing up, like first crushes and who are you and who do you want to be and all this heartbreak and friends and just so much going on. Yeah, so I think I saw it all, and I think with an actor like Ayana, who's just so open and so easy to connect with, I think I really got into that whole pretending world so much. Yeah, and you learn all kinds of things. I mean, just meeting new people, Fausia, people on set, the designers, it's just everyone brought their vision to the film, which was a vision that I had not seen before. So I think it was all familiar and yet all so new.
Yeah, there is a scene. I'm sure you guys have talked about this so much, but there's a very intense scene between both of you. And I'm just wondering, both of you are professional actors. I'm sure you guys are doing a great job, but what was it like to shoot that scene without getting really caught up in that emotion for both of you? Because it's a really well done sequence.
Ayana?
I think that we actually did get caught up in the emotions. It was like, I mean, we were aware that it was not something that was actually happening, but it was like in that moment, like I feel like I felt the emotions that Ezra was feeling. And Nimra is an amazing scene partner. She was just so amazing with this. And it is an intense scene where we're kind of screaming at each other. And it was like, I felt like we were like, I was watching it kind of from the outside, but I was actually Ezra. And it was amazing just to like feel the connection that me and Nimra had during that scene.
Yeah, I think that the scenes, and we had a couple of those, Ayana and I, and they were very emotional, but they were also very technical, where we had to be very aware of where the camera was going to be, to not bump into things, to sort of stay within a certain, and my response to like emotions is just to kind of sort of keep moving, keep going. And I feel sort of, and when you're walking through the set, you think, okay, am I going to be trapped in this? Am I going to be able to get there? But I think with the proper rehearsal and the proper environment, I think you zoom in so much into the other actor, and I felt so connected, and my heart broke before and after. But in that moment, I think we just did the scene. But yes, it's like she's like a little bird, and I'm just kind of being so horrible. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard.
Ayana, is acting going to be a big dream of yours? Is this going to be your number one job? Because I'm assuming this movie is so special for you, it's really influenced your life for the path forward, and especially working with so many great actors as well.
I think that I've always wanted to act. My dad's an actor, and so it's kind of always been in my life. But the queen of my dreams, being on set, I think that's when it really clicked for me. Like being with Fazia and Nimra and Hamza and everybody on set, it was like I want to do this in the future. And it just the community that they built for me during my time in Nova Scotia was just it felt magical. And I cannot believe that I get to do this I can do this as a real life job. Like this can be something that I get to do in the future. And so it made it seem like I am getting to do my job. Like it's something that's really happy for me. And I hope that in the future that I get to continue this in my number one job.
Nimra, on that note, so since we're from the same generation, I think what really appealed to me regarding this movie is at our point, we can see how every generation feels. We see every angle and we realize that each angle has their own truth. And I was wondering, what was it like for you to know all of these things and connect with such special material? And then you also had the experience to bring your artistry out as well. It must be a pretty powerful experience for you as an artist to share with.
I think when you work with other artists and they're speaking their truth, there's nothing more powerful than that. And there's nothing more that I trust more in an artist. It's the truth. And I felt from the beginning that this is a truth that is telling the story, is so true to its core. Like and the emotional core is so much in there that I don't need to. There's nothing, it's not work for me. It's not that I have to overcome many obstacles to get there almost. It feels like that. And I think with our parents' generation, I mean, your parents, my parents, I feel that we're sort of still in the shadow of that generation. I feel when I'm around my children, I don't know if I'm hearing my own voice or if I'm hearing my mother's voice. I think we're making mistakes where we've gone from thinking that we know better than them to like, do we know any better as a generation now? What we thought they were doing wrong, are we doing better? No, I don't know. I don't know. We all try, I guess, but our children are all going to be maybe sitting in a therapist chair someday talking about us. So
Nothing wrong with that, right? Therapy is good.
no, nothing wrong with that, but I'd be curious to know what they'd be talking about.
Same here. Same here. My final question to both of you is I'm sure, again, going back to the first question, the long festival run you guys have been part of, but what's it like to know that this is such a great film and when it comes out in theaters, this movie will really, people will feel not only entertained by the film, but they will feel seen, and to know that this movie will leave its mark on so many different people of no matter what kind of race or gender you are. What is it? How does it feel to both of you? And again, thank you guys so much for your time.
I think that this is such a heartfelt film, and for it to be released and for people to get to see it, I think it's so amazing that this film is something that's so emotional and so loving, and it's something that should be brought out to the people because it can teach people a lot about relationships and connection. And so I'm really excited for people to see this amazing movie.
I'm so proud of this film, and I'm so proud of how it's growing and gathering. It's really a film that I think that has gone a lot further than maybe people thought it would, or it shows the power of telling us good story, that it's still going. It's still going. People are still going to watch it. It's amazing.
And thanks again. And on watching Nimra after this, people may want to see more of your work. So they're going to go on IMDb. What other TV or movie project would you recommend they see next? Because this project might be, you feel, underrated or underseen.
Ayana, what do you think?
Go watch Polite Society. It's so good. I love that movie. Nimra's fantastic in that movie, and everybody needs to go watch that movie. It's great.
Thank you.
Thank you both. And you take care. Thanks so much.
All right. Bye-bye.
That's a great answer. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. For more movie and television reviews and interviews, please subscribe to my Deepest Dream channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for your support. Take care.